Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we are coming at you with a Voice of Baceprot original song off their first album, Raytas. This song is called PMS. This is the first time we're watching an original song by this band. We have previously seen them do a really amazing cover of Enter Sandman, and so we look forward to this. Adrian, any thoughts ahead before we dive into this? Remember
Enter Sandman. That was awesome.
the part in the middle where they were doing the solos and things was the particularly interesting part for me. We have tried to do a couple of other songs in the past, but they have gotten blocked, even though they seemed like they shouldn't have been blocked. It seems like somebody came along at one point and uploaded a bunch of Voice of Baceprot videos just the way they were, and that's not allowed, so they were taken down, so now we can't necessarily do them. Hoping that is a minimal problem, but we expect this one to make it through. We've got our fingers crossed. Well, let's go ahead, take a look at this, and we will discuss it afterwards.
Alrighty.
Well, what'd you think about that, Adrian?
Pretty perky tune, I guess. I couldn't make out the lyrics too well.
Well, essentially they're speaking to their critics, not unlike Narcissista by The Warning.
Oh, okay.
You know, all you stupid fascists and the whole thing. When they say you're so high, they mean you're acting like, you're on your high horse. That was kind of the context there. So English is their third language. So to me, it's impressive that they can write songs in English. They also speak Sundanese and Indonesian. I think we got the general gist of what they were talking about in the verses, where they were singing in English. So yeah, they do rock pretty hard. We like to see that. And I'm definitely curious to hear more from the band. I feel like this is just one more aspect of them. This one kind of reminded me a little bit of, maybe not American influence, but again, it felt a little throwbacky. And I might just be saying that because rock and roll has not really been as high profile as it used to be. For probably the last 20 years or so, rock and roll's kind of been on the way down. It's turning into like jazz, that kind of level of popularity. So I keep on referring back to the 90s or maybe the early 2000s, and that was kind of the feeling I got from this. It even sounded like things I might have heard on the radio in the mid 2000s.
Yeah, I kind of got that feeling as well. It kind of reminded me of the 90s a bit.
Yeah.
That's what I meant by perky, I guess. It kind of sounded like something you'd hear in the 90s.
The vocal layering was pretty interesting. It was pretty thick, actually. There were a lot of vocals. I almost wonder if it was more than just the three of them harmonizing and singing, or if they had doubled again their own vocal lines so that there were six of them or more. It was pretty thick in there for a while. I don't remember who the band was. There was some band, they had a big hit. I know Who I Want to Take Me Home. I know who I want to take me home.
Oh.
It kind of felt
Eve 6 or something. I have no idea.
I don't know.
It was. I remember the tune, and it was something around 20 years ago, I think.
Yeah, I'm thinking in terms of the actual production. It sounded like it could have been produced by the same person, and I don't mean to insult anybody, but I know that they wrote the songs on Retas, their first album, over a course of about 7 years while they were still students, and then afterwards. Even today, they're pretty young. I think they're all about 20 years old, maybe 21, something like that. And this video, I think, is from 2 years ago. And they're all really not very tall stature either. They're even shorter than the Warning. I think the tallest one is 5 feet tall. But, they're young women doing their thing in a culture where it's not easy for them to necessarily do that without getting a lot of criticism. Of course, that stands for what goes on in a lot of cultures around the world, including the United States to a degree. It's just good to see them out there doing it anyway, what they want to do. I think we got the message on the song, and we definitely got a sense of their abilities, and they're pretty good. We definitely want to hear more of. We tried two others, and they both got blocked. So, and they were both highly requested. Sorry about that, but keep leaving suggestions below, and we'll keep trying, and we'll see if maybe we can do something to expand a little bit on this band, because we do find them interesting.
Well, now I understand a little bit now that we've talked about the lyrics.
Yeah.
Not such a perky song, but I was just going on like what it sounded like, I guess.
Yeah. I think with these international bands, it's important, I think, to get the context.
Yeah.
The full context of why the song even exists, And so I think we got that with this. All right, folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this song, and if you enjoyed it, that's great. If you have other thoughts or details you want to share, by all means, leave those below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us on this, and we will catch you on the next one. All right, take care, folks.
See you all later.